this video, I have no idea what I'm going to say. I just felt like doing a video. Because I haven't done one in a while. I'm usually just reading stuff, which is totally boring. And I've noticed that you guys don't actually watch them. You click on them and watch them for a few seconds, and then you're like, screw that. I'm not gonna watch all of that. That's like more than 2 minutes long. I don't have time for that. I need to tweet. I need to update my Facebook status. I need to, stalk people. All that fangirl stuff. Actually, I don't think they do that around the world, and that's where most of my viewers are. They're from other countries. There's this girl from Winchester. Actually, I never talked to her, so I have no idea what it is. I don't know I can't do accents. I don't know what a Winchester accent is. I think I do. Isn't that a girl, what's her name? The girl on Frasier. She's from Winchester. Daphne? Yeah, her name's Daphne. Yeah. Yeah. I was talking about accents today with somebody. I think I was. I don't remember. I don't remember a lot of today. It's my birthday, but whatever. Yay. I'm 20. Ich bin 20 Jahre alt. That means I'm 20 years old in German, which I'm learning. Ich lerne Deutsch. Meine Deutsch ist sehr schlecht. Ich verstehe nur ein bisschen. Any German learners out there, you should tell me so you can help me learn. That is, I've been on websites and stuff talking to people from other countries, and whenever somebody from Germany is like, I'll help you learn German, we get like 2 sentences in, and then they're like, okay, you don't know how to speak German, and I don't know how to help you. What are you expecting me to already know German? Actually, that's probably what they are expecting me, because people are always coming to me like, I need help learning English. I don't know English very well because it's not my native language, so if you would help me learn it, it would be much appreciated. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You already know English. You probably know English better than I do. You don't need any help. Yeah. Oh, this one guy from Africa, he's like, I need help learning English. And I was like, okay, what language do you know? Because I wanted him to teach me a little bit of his language in exchange. And he's like, I only speak English. And I was like, okay, but what do they speak in your country? What do other people speak around you? What do your family and friends speak? And he's like, they speak English. And I was like, are you understanding my question? And what is your native language? What did you grow up speaking? What do you speak other than English? And he's like, nothing, I only speak English. And I was like, well, if you grew up speaking English, and English is the only language spoken in your country, why do you need help from me learning English? I don't know. He turned out to be a scammer. He was telling me that he was like dying from some disease. He said his mom would like beat him and she kicked him out. He was like 16 years old, and now he sweeps the floor of an internet cafe working for a sexually abusive homosexual boss in exchange for sleeping on a table every night. And you know, for a moment I actually bought that story. I thought it was pretty sad, and I was asking my group, Break the Cycle, to help him. But then his story just got more and more crazy, and he like gave my Skype to his doctor, and his doctor started talking to me, and she started telling me the story about how her husband skipped out on her and she's raising kids on her own and she's poor. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? And why are you even talking to me? What does he want? I don't even remember the kid's name. Why does he want you to talk to me? I can't help him. And she's like, why don't you pay for his treatments? And I was like, because I don't even know him, and I don't have any money anyway. And even if I believed that story, I couldn't help. And they're like, oh wow, you call yourself Christian, you won't pay for his treatments. People, oh my gosh. Okay, here's the thing. If you tell me you're Christian and it's relating to something about charity, I really don't give a crap whether you're Christian or not. Okay, that really doesn't mean anything to me. There are a lot of good non-Christians out there, and there are a lot of bad Christians. Alright? Hitler. I'm not comparing her to Hitler. But the thing is, when you're faced with a decision, don't choose the right decision because you think your God told you to. Okay? When you are forced to choose between right and wrong, choose right because you know that it's right. Okay? If you're choosing to do something because somebody else told you to do it, you're not doing it for the right reason. You just need to know for yourself the difference between right and wrong. Okay? If you tell me I'm doing this because it's what my religion says, okay, that's fine, but it would be cooler to me if if you did it because you actually believed that it was the right thing to do. What is with my hair? Oh my goodness, my hair. It's all uneven all the time. It's the end of the day, it's all getting weird. But yeah, when I'm out traveling, walking around the world and stuff, that's one of the things I want to tell people. Don't choose the right because it's your religion to do it. Don't choose the right because you're told to do it through your holy book, because your God told you to do it, because Jesus told you to do it. That's not the right reason to do right things. Do the right thing because you know it's the right thing. Okay, you don't need God to tell you what's right and wrong. You already know what it is. Alright, I'm pretty sure if I was raised without knowing there was a God, I would still know the difference between right and wrong, and I would still choose right even without a God telling me what right was. There's this lady I met online. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It looks like Asia, but I guess it's Asia, something like that. She's Palestinian. She's a Muslim, and I told her that I study religions and things, and she's like, oh well, tell me such and such what Muhammad said. Peace and blessings be upon him. And I was like, I don't know. Honestly, Islam is like one of the religions I haven't really studied. So she took that as an opportunity to like try to convert me. So now, like every time she gets a chance, she sends me like some YouTube video or something. And you know what? Islam is a really cool religion. It's a really beautiful religion. They have really beautiful teachings. I've actually started to read the Quran just because I wanted to know what it was all about. Because growing up in America, we are taught to hate Muslims. We are raised to believe that all of them are terrorists, which is bull, by the way. Don't ever believe that. lots of Christian terrorists too. For the most part, Islam is a peaceful religion. So I started reading the Quran. It's pretty cool, I guess. The impression I'm getting from it as of now, I'm only a couple chapters in, but it's like God is pretty much just done. He's fed up, like he's just pissed at everybody, and he's like, this is your last chance. But that's only my impression. I mean, that's not a diss. It's not a diss on the Quran or Islam or anything. If I was God, I'd be that way too. We're pretty screwed up. But, did you know it is against Islam to demean other people's religions? They are not allowed to make fun of other people's religions. It says in the Quran, and Muhammad told them, and all that stuff. So Christians, stop making fun of them. Stop trying to prove their religion wrong. First of all, they don't give a crap what you say. Nobody ever became converted into anything by something they saw on YouTube, or a comment they read, or a Facebook status, or anything. Okay, you have an opinion that's going to offend anybody or somebody, keep it to yourself. Second, if it's like an Islamic rule not to make fun of other people's religions, that shows where your values lie. Alright? Shouldn't make fun of anybody's beliefs. It's what they believe. Oh, another point I want to say. This guy I was watching on YouTube, the video that the girl sent me, he said that they're prohibited by Islam to make fun of other people's religions. I think that's cool. But going back to my point earlier, I don't think you should not make fun of people's religions because your religion tells you to. I think you should not make fun of people's religions because that's a dick thing to do. You shouldn't make fun of people's religions. And I don't do that. I don't think I ever have. Maybe when I was little. Or when I was a stupid teenager. But for that, I'm sorry to anybody I've offended if you're watching this. I don't remember any specific examples right now. Otherwise, I'd contact them somehow. Because I really do. I am totally against that, making fun of other people's religions and beliefs. But you shouldn't do it just because your God tells you not to. You should do it because you just know that it's not right. Evil twins. So what's up? Asians. Why do you think I'm hot? Why do you think I'm beautiful? I don't get it. Not to sound racist, but one of my theories is that if you all generally look the same to us Americans, shouldn't we all generally look the same to you? Why am I sexy? Like, everybody who has been talking to me on that site, like 98% of them, and there have been a lot, like over 100. Well, okay, if it was 100, it would be less than 98%. Okay, I'm gonna lower that to about 70%. That sounds good. They're all Asian, mostly from Thailand. Occasionally a few from China, but mostly from Thailand. I met this guy from Thailand. His name is Beer, yeah, and his brother's name is Wine, because his dad is an alcoholic apparently. And he's the only person from any country who, I don't know, it's not true. I was going to say he's the only one I've ever had a voice conversation with, but it's not true. A few weeks ago, I had a conference chat with some people. I think I told you guys about that. Yeah, one was from Brazil, one was from Peru, one was from the Middle East somewhere, and the other one, not from Russia. I remember he was from Ukraine. Basically the same thing today. tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop it. At least in some parts of the world. I am. I'm gonna try. If I need help. If anybody out there who wants to help me, let me know. I'm sick of living in a world where everybody's freaking fighting each other. Like, who the hell cares what the other guy thinks about life? Let him do his thing. You do your thing. You don't need to impose your ideologies on him. And if he doesn't want to adopt your ideas, don't kill him until he does. Nothing was ever solved that way. Well, I guess countries were conquered and things like that. But really, ultimately, no, it doesn't do any good, and we should just freaking mind our own business, shut up, and live our own lives, let other people live theirs. I mean, gosh, this is like our only chance. You really want to end somebody's life that short before they can even do anything? Doesn't seem very fair. So here's about the extent of my German so far. Keep in mind I've been studying it for about 3 years now on my own. This is all I can say. Hallo, guten Tag, oder guten Morgen, guten Abend. Mein Name ist Emmett, aber meine Freundin heißt mich Harry oder Into. Ich bin 20 Jahre alt. Ich wohne in einer Wohnung in St. George, Utah. Meine Familie wohnt in Salt Lake. Meine Mutter ist Sherry und mein Vater ist Brett. Ich habe 2 Brüder. Sie heißen Ethan und Zane. Meine Mutter kommt aus Berlin, aber sie spricht kein Deutsch. That is basically it. Yeah. I can say like simple things like die Flasche Wasser, the bottle of water. Yeah. Die Flasche ist auf dem Tisch. The bottle is on the table. Ich mag Mountain Dew. I like Mountain Dew. I shouldn't have been drinking it. It's really late. I got nothing going on. Wow, whatever. Oh, und ich habe 2 Katzen und einen Hund. Die Katzen sind Cheetah und Pandora. Und der Hund ist Annie. Yeah. I can't grow a beard. It's sad, really. I want an Adam Scott beard. For now. And then when I'm a vagabond, I want to just like go full Jesus. With the hair and everything. I want to slick it back. You know? Get the guru look. So, I just look like that sort of figure who would be sitting on a hill, lots of people below him, and I'm like telling people, love your neighbor as yourself, love your enemy. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to talk about philosophy. Well, it's kind of pointless, because all philosophy is taking a question, comparing it with another question, and then logically following some arguments to a conclusion that may or may not make any sense, right? And if that doesn't make any sense, here's an example. I keep this book, a little philosophical philosophy type things. Anyway, I wrote one a while ago just to like experiment with it. I don't believe really what this says, maybe parts of it, but I just wanted to read it because it's basically how philosophers think. They just like take a question and they just like go from there. So here's this one that I made. If I can find it. Oh, alright, here we go. Yeah, alright. Ready? Shouldn't eat this. Alright. Who am I? I wrote this a while ago, so bear with me. 2012. Dang, 2 years ago. Alright. Who am I? This is the question of questions for philosophers. They have tried to answer this question for thousands of years. Today, I try to answer it. When trying to find the answer to the question, who am I? One might say as a possible answer, I am not you. But in order to know what something isn't, we must know what the thing is. So who are you? You are not me. But if I am not you, because you are not me, and you are not me, because I am not you, there must be a difference between the two of us. What is it? We don't know, because we don't know who I am, and we don't know who you are. So, what are our similarities? We think the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, sense the same phenomena. With only slight variations, we perceive the physical universe in the same way. So, is there really any difference between the two of us? I don't think so. We as humans often say that we came into this world, but this is not so. We came out of it. In the same way that an apple tree grows apples, the universe grows people. An ocean waves, and the universe peoples. We are simply an extension of the universe, just like a bush, a rock, a blade of grass, the moon, the stars. And so, if we are all extensions of the same thing, there really is no difference between you and I. But if we are the universe, and the universe is both within us and outside of us, why do we have this idea of an internal and external world? I think it is because of our consciousness. For some reason, because we are self-aware, we believe ourselves as humans to have an intellectual advantage on the rest of creation. But as a bird flies, a fish swims, a lion roars, and we cannot. I'm going to read that sentence again. But a bird flies, a fish swims, a lion roars, we cannot. I have a knack for like putting in words that aren't supposed to be there when I read. It usually throws off the whole meaning. Just like ignore them. Anyway, whatever. Bird flies, fish swims, lion roars, we can't. Do they have an advantage? There is no advantage. Everything does its thing because that is what it's supposed to do. We can think and a bird can fly. And we are the only organisms that can think in the same way that only the eyes can see, only the nose can smell, only the tongue can taste. It is our job to think. We are the universe's way of being aware of itself. So, who am I? I am consciousness. Okay. Here's another one. This was written, actually, 2 days after that one. September 20th, 2012. Any event that happens within a certain set of circumstances would not have happened the same way under another set of circumstances. If the universe suddenly ceased to be, and then began again exactly how it had before, in exactly the same way, would it turn out any different than it is presently? The logical answer would be no. So, if we take that into consideration, is this universe the only possibility among countless other universes? Or is this the only outcome possible? You guys have been listening to my readings. You'll know my new philosophies. Bit more advanced, bit more poetic. I think so anyway. You guys are really gonna get to know what I think of the world and of humanity and everything when I finally get to writing my novel. If you have seen The Theme of Judea's movie, he wrote a song called Untitled. It is about one of the main characters in the novel. Actually, everything in that book is just there's like little metaphors like everywhere. There's nothing in this book that isn't some kind of symbol for anything. It's crazy sauce. Well, this video was really random, pointless, and it's going on 35 minutes, so I am going to stop now and edit, because nobody wants to sit through a 35-minute video. You guys have made that quite clear. You and my 20-minute ones, an average of 2 minutes. You guys view my videos, an average of 2 minutes. You guys don't even learn anything in 2 minutes. The best parts are usually at the end. That's when I get all animated, because I get used to reading, and then I put my personality into it. You guys need to wait till the end, listen to the whole thing. Especially this last one I just made. I got into it. Talking about the education system, our perception of time. Anyway, y'all keep it real. Peace, love, happiness. We are living in the 60s, aren't we? This is another 60s, and I am a straight up hippie. Namaste.